We have seen in our last video what is chemical change. So we had defined chemical change as the process in which new substance with new properties are formed. Chemical change is also known as chemical reaction. Do you remember any examples? Like spoiling of milk, formation of rust on iron nail, burning of wood. What is happening in all these processes? Absolutely. Here, new substance with new properties are forming. We also saw that physical and chemical changes occur simultaneously. But our question was, how do we know that chemical reaction has taken place? Understand that chemical changes occurring in any reaction are at atomic level, so we cannot see them. So we came to know about them by physical changes. These physical changes are indicators or sign of chemical reaction. What are these? Let's see. For this, we will have to do certain experiments. For this experiment, we need burner, watch glass, magnesium ribbon, sandpaper, and pair of tongs. First of all, take magnesium ribbon and clean it by rubbing sandpaper. Now hold ribbon with tongs and keep it on the flame. We will see it burns with dazzling white flame, and also new powdery substance is formed. Collect this in watch glass. Here magnesium reacts with oxygen of air and forms new substance, which is magnesium oxide. First answer whether this is a chemical change or not. Yes, you are absolutely right. It is a chemical change. Now answer, why is it so? As we can see here, a new substance with the new properties are formed. So here we found our first indicator. How? Look here. Magnesium, which is solid, reacted with oxygen, which is gas, and formed a new substance, magnesium oxide powder, which is solid. This shows that here state of oxygen changed from gas to solid, and this is our first indicator, that is change in state. But remember, change in state is not sufficient. Along with it, formation of new substance with new properties is compulsory, which is evident in our experiment by formation of magnesium oxide. Formation of new properties is necessary. Let us understand it like this. When we convert water to ice, its formula does not change. Water and ice both have same formula, that is H2O. Here new substance is formed, but are chemical properties changing? No, as formula in both the cases remain same. Therefore, we are now sure that in chemical change, formation of new substance with new properties is necessary. In other words, if state is changing, doesn't mean chemical reaction is happening. But state change is one of the indicators. Are there any other indicators also? Let's find out. We saw first indicator, that is change in state. Second indicator is change in color. How? We saw that iron nail, when reacts with oxygen and moisture in air, its color changes from silver to brownish red. This is called as rusting of iron, and this new brown color substance is rust. This shows that here chemical reaction is taking place, as the new substance rust so formed has completely different properties than iron. Thus we can say during chemical reaction change in color also happens. So we have two indicators now. Let us find out some more indicators. For that, let us perform one more experiment. Take zinc granules, dilute sulfuric acid, conical flask. First take conical flask and add zinc granules to it. After this, add slowly dilute sulfuric acid. You will observe formation of some bubbles. If we put glass tube on the top of this flask, we can observe some fumes are coming out. This is hydrogen gas. And how did we know? There is one characteristic of hydrogen gas. When we take burning matchstick near this conical flask, it will extinguish with pop sound. This pop sound is the characteristic feature of hydrogen gas. This means we got here a new substance, that is hydrogen gas, and its properties are also different. So with this, we got our third indicator, that is evolution of gas. There is one more indicator to know whether a chemical reaction has happened or not, which is formation of precipitate. Now what is precipitate? You must have seen dirty water. Impurities present in this water settle down after they react with certain chemicals. These are called precipitates. Let us understand this through an experiment. In this experiment, mix solutions of lead nitrate and potassium iodide. As they react with each other, new yellow color substance is formed as precipitates, and it settles at the bottom of the test tube. Here we saw two indicators, change in color and change in state. These precipitates so formed are of lead iodide. Here it is formed after reaction between lead nitrate and potassium iodide. So we got new indicator, that is formation of precipitate. There is one more indicator, that is change in temperature. In many reactions, temperature also changes. Change means it can increase or decrease. This change in temperature can be measured with the help of thermometer. So let's go. Where? To our lab, where we will do one more experiment. We already saw reaction between zinc and dilute sulfuric acid, where hydrogen gas was evolving. But one more thing is happening. If you touch the bottom of this conical flask, it will be hot. This implies there is an increase in the temperature. Now let us see one example of decrease in temperature. Mix barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride in a conical flask. If we touch this flask after some time, we will feel cold. This implies that there is decrease in temperature. So here we saw many indicators which will indicate whether chemical reaction has taken place or not. They are change in state, change in color, formation of precipitate, evolution of gas, and change in temperature. So in next video, we will see how to write chemical reaction.